Hello YouTube, it's Rowan, and you probably can tell that I'm sick as fuck right now. My nose is really stuffed up, and I have a cold and shit, and I actually recording this on a Friday, so I stayed home after school, or I stayed home from school, and I just feel like shit, dude. I thought that now would be the best time to record, because I just have nothing to fucking do, and I'm bored as shit. Spent the last, 10 fucking hours playing Modern Warfare 2 and having nothing to do, because I have no other COD games, and my computer's being a piece of shit and just won't fucking run anything for some reason, and yeah. So I thought now would be the best time to record, judging by I have literally nothing else to do, and I'm borderline fucking killing myself. That's a joke, by the way. Don't fucking call a welfare check or some shit. Anyway, you can probably tell by the title. Today, I'm going to be telling my story of the first time smoking weed, but you've been clickbaited. Don't click off the video yet, though. This isn't my first time smoking weed, but it's the first time that I actually got high. Shut the fuck up! It's not my first time smoking weed, but it's my first time actually getting high off of me smoking. Like I had smoked in the past, but I either just wouldn't inhale right, or I don't know, I would be drunk also, so it would just kind of make me buzzed from the alcohol, and I would think that was me being stoned. This happened freshman year in my high school last year. It was near the end of the year, I'm pretty sure, because there was no snow anywhere. And I live on the East Coast, so it's snowy as fuck. Like the Northeast Coast, I'm almost in Canada, pretty much. I remember it was like spring. I think it was just almost my birthday, or my birthday had just passed. For some reason, I remember it. And for some odd reason, I remember the exact day that it was on. It was on a Thursday. So one of my friends, I'm not going to name him, obviously. Pretty sure he wouldn't really fucking care, but just out of respect, I'm not going to name him. He ended up getting some weed, and I think he got an eighth or something. I can't remember. I'm also shit with measurements. And I had, I think, $5 or $10 on me. So I was like, yo, let me get a G. And I don't think he actually gave me a G. I think he gave me, fucking maybe half a G. I'm pretty sure he scammed the shit out of me, but, you know, it's whatever. We didn't have a scale. I don't think he meant to. I actually need to tell a bit of backstory. My mom works at a school down the road from my school. So I get dropped off there, and then I have to walk to school every morning, and then walk back after school if I want to ride, or I can take the fucking shitty-ass bus with a bunch of hicks that dip at the back and listen to fucking Johnny Rebel at full blast. Make me want to blow my fucking brains out. Yeah, so I'd walk to school every day, and then I would walk back, and on the walk, there's this path you have to take through the woods. It's about a 5-minute walk. It's not that bad. So you have to walk through the woods, through this dirt path that passes through a quarry. That fun fact, I almost fell off the fucking thing one time. It's like 30 feet up, and I almost fucking killed myself by falling off of it. Yeah, so I was like, hey, you have a bowl on you, right? And he was like, yeah. I was like, alright, let's go smoke this weed that I just bought from you. And he's like, oh, alright. And yeah, so we walked over there. It was like a 5-minute walk, and we go into this quarry. And right away, he just pulls out the bowl. He didn't even make me use my weed, I don't think. I think he just smoked me up, which was, good for him. Yeah, so I took 2 hits, I think, and they were fucking milky hits, dude. And of course I inhaled correctly this time, because I had been juuling at the time, so I knew how to inhale. I think I let him hit my juul too, but side note, don't fucking juul. It's the dumbest shit ever, dude. It's addictive as fuck. And actually, let me check, how long have I gone juul free? I've been juul free for 1 month, 18 days, and 28 hours. And yeah, it might be a little nerdy that I kept the calculator, but I was heavily addicted to nicotine, bro. I would go through a pod or 2 a day, and I would spend like $400 a fucking month. I was using all my money just to fucking pay for pods and shit. Just don't start it, dude. It's such a bad habit. Just stick to weed, nothing else, and if you don't do anything already, just don't do fucking anything. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you, but I don't encourage drug abuse or nicotine or drinking or anything like that. Anyway, I took 2 hits, and I think he then finished the bowl, and I inhaled it correctly, and then I was like, alright, I gotta go, because I had this trampoline, parkour class afterwards, which was a stupid fucking idea. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea to smoke a bunch of weed, then go to a parkour course. I think that's just so fucking dumb, but back then I didn't really think properly. I was a fucking idiot. I remember just watching a bunch of X-Code videos and being like, I wanna smoke the weed, and thinking that, I could just do it any time, because he smokes all the time. But then I didn't think that, he has his own apartment, and that's his job, and I'm just a fucking retard. And yeah, so I took the hits, and I went over to my mom's work, And I walked in, and immediately she gave me this weird look, or what I thought was a weird look. And I was like, okay, I'm getting a little anxious because I have really bad anxiety. And if you don't know, weed can really, really affect that. Or for some people, it actually helps it. I find that now, if I do smoke, it helps my anxiety, and it helps break down that barrier between me and other people. And it's easier for me to talk to other people and, like, actually express my feelings without, like, worrying about being really judged. Yeah, so it can be beneficial, but you just need to be really careful with it. Because you don't want to, because you can really fuck up your mind, dude, if you smoke, like, way too much. Like, pretty much, I think that's just edibles and dabs that you can really fuck up your mind with. Anyway, yeah, so I walk in, my mom gives me this weird look, my eyes are probably fucking massive, I was a chuffed fucking dude, I looked so high, I bet. And, I walk in, and immediately I'm like, I need to go to the bathroom, to my mom, and I probably said it so fast for some reason. I remember saying it just super fast, and I just walked in there, and I walked through the gym, and I walk into the bathroom, start taking a piss, and right when I fucking started pissing, dude, I remember, this might be kind of gross, but, oh wait, no, it wasn't me pissing. I finished pissing, and I fucking put my belt buckle, like, back. For some reason, that made a weird noise, and then I started washing my hands, and all of a sudden, dude, it just all hit me at once. Like, boom, it just fucking smacked me. I was, like, seeing in third person almost. Like, my whole limbs were vibrating. I was thinking at 1,000,000 miles a second. And I was like, fuck, dude. So I walked over, back into my mom's classroom. She's a teacher. I think I already mentioned that. And I just sit on the radiator on my phone waiting for us to go because she had to stay a bit longer. There were no kids there, though. Obviously, she was just cleaning up her classroom. And, yeah, so I sat there, which felt like fucking ages, dude. And then I ended up getting bored, so I went out to the car with her stuff, and I helped her carry it. And I just remember not talking, and her giving me, like, really weird looks, which I don't blame her, because I looked high as fuck. And then, I get into the car, and I remember just, like, trying to make small talk with her, but just completely fucking failing, just saying the dumbest shit ever. Like, I don't remember what it was, but it was just so dumb. Like, I think I said that, like, oh, I'm sick of people being so judgmental. And then for some reason, I thought it was a good idea to fucking make up this whole story about these people, like, judging me for no reason. I don't know, dude. I was so high. Like, I would think something, and then it would just come out of my mouth. Like, I don't even know how much weed I would have to smoke to, like, recreate that, dude. I was so high. Like, this is fucking highest I've ever been, probably. Except for one time, which I'll tell a story of later. Dude, that was a crazy experience. That'll probably be up next week. Yeah. So, I get into the car, and then we get there, and I think I felt like I was gonna have to puke for some reason, because of all the, like, driving. We got to the gymnastics place that I did parkour courses at, and, like, trampoline stuff. And I just remember getting out of the car and being like, I'm gonna puke. And she was like, what do you mean you're gonna puke? And she started getting mad at me. She's like, I paid all this money for this course, you have to go do it, even if you don't feel good. And I got back in the car, and I was like, I'm not doing it. She's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I'm too fucking anxious. She's like, why are you so anxious? And I'm like, you know what, fuck it, she's gonna find out. She probably already knows. And I was like, I just was up front with her. I was like, you know what, I smoked a bunch of weed today. And she was like, what the fuck, what are you doing? Like, dude, she was pissed at me immediately. And I was just like, dude, I'm sorry, can we please just fucking go? This place is freaking me out. So we drive to this, I think it was the parking lot of a local, like, I think it was Walgreens. Or no, it was a local Rite Aid. And there's, like, a supermarket there, too. And she goes in, she gets me Munchies food, which I was like, props to her, dude. She fucking helped me out. Even though, obviously she was pissed at me. I was like, Mom, can you just get me some fucking food, dude? I'm starving. She comes back out with some fucking, like, yogurt and shit. I don't remember what it was, but it was so good. And I remember putting my sunglasses on, rolling down the window, and just putting my feet out the window when she was out there getting my food and just feeling so good. Like, dude, it's making me laugh just thinking about it, bro. It was such a good fucking time. And, I mean, it was terrible, but just so great at the same time. And then she takes me home. She was pissed at me. And then I think we got into an argument. I was like, the reason I'm doing this is because this is before I'd been diagnosed with anxiety. I'd been diagnosed with it, but I hadn't taken any medications. So I wasn't on any medications, and my anxiety was always through the roof, dude. I couldn't even fucking talk to people. Like, I had a hard time, like, breathing, I remember, because I was just, like, and this is not smoking weed, this was just my anxiety. It was so bad. I would go into a classroom, and I would just sit, I would try and hold my breath, because I just, like, could not breathe, because I was worried about breathing too loud and, like, making myself embarrassed. I was so anxious, dude, and I would have, like, panic attacks, like, every day. So bad. And I was like, you know what, I've heard that this cures anxiety. For some reason I brought up Logic, because it was around the time that he dropped that Bobby Tarantino 2, and I was listening to that at the time. I was listening to what's it called, Indica Badu, and it was around that time, so I pretty much just blamed Logic for it. It's kind of funny in my mind. And I was like, you know what, dude, I thought it would help anxiety, and I think that was finally, like, the final push to help me get to where I am. Like, I broke down, dude. I just freaked out. I was like, dude, I'm so fucking done. Like, I can't function anymore like this. And I went to a psychiatrist after that and got re-diagnosed with anxiety, severe anxiety. Got a proper medication, you know, fixed my life, and now I'm here and I'm doing fucking great. But anyway, she drove me home. My siblings were all home. I have 2 siblings and my brother, Caleb. They were home, and immediately she's like, you can't be around them. I don't want you to be around them like this. I don't want you to set a bad example, because I'm the oldest. So I was like, alright, I'll just fucking walk the dog. So I just went and walked the dog, and I just remember, you can see the highway from my road. So I just sat, like, on my dirt road with my dog, watching the sunset over the highway. And it was just the best fucking experience. So, like, it was so great. Yeah, so anyway, that was my first time getting high, or really high. And yeah, if you like the video, leave a like. Again, I'm really sick right now. I'm probably gonna have to edit this a lot, because I keep coughing, and my voice keeps cracking, because my sore throat, dude. I feel so fucking gross right now. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. This might have been kind of long, but hopefully it's worth it. Yeah, new podcast will probably be up next week. I've been delayed with it, just because, like, a lot of shit's been going down. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.